Obviously a good run with the girls, but what's your excitement level to move on over to the boys game?
It's exciting. It's a new challenge, a new opportunity. We're going to invest in our kids as much as we can. My main goal right now is just with getting such a late start is to get to know the boys, get to know what makes them tick, get to know them as individuals. Not so much from the basketball side of things. Obviously, we've got a little bit of time to do some stuff, but we're really just trying to get to know each other and try to move forward with that and let them know we're there for them.
What was it about the boys gig that ultimately drew your interest, after a good run with the girls there?
Well, I was a boys coach for 13 years before I came to Bluffton. In fact, I was at Carroll and Homestead, Northside, all three of those. And then I was a boys coach for 1 year at Bluffton, and then took over the girls program and have been there for 8 years. And we were fortunate to have a pretty decent run. And I just, felt like it was the right time maybe for a new challenge and a new opportunity. And so, went for it, and it's been great. So I'm looking forward to it.
What are your hopes, expectations as you get ready to move back to the boys game for the first time, in a few years?
Well, we can always learn new things, get better. The hopes and expectations are we want to try to continue building upon a great tradition of what's already been there with coaches that have been before me. With you go back to Coach Barker and Coach Lysing and Coach Benedict. I mean, that's a tremendous line of coaches right there. And I just hope to be able. I'm very humbled for the opportunity and hope to be able to do the best job we can to continue to have that proud tradition that our program has always had, and just keep pushing forward to try to improve and get better.
Obviously, the boys' game much different than the girls' game in regards to just the pace of play sometimes. But what kind of style, what kind of play are you hoping to bring, to back to the Bluffton boys?
We want to be fundamental. We want to play hard. We want to be great teammates. We're going to try to defend every single night. Those kind of things are always going to be staples. Hope to be able to do those things and have our kids play with a lot of passion and invest in each other and invest in their teammates and their coaches and coaches into players. And hopefully you see a fun group of guys that really enjoys being out there and being together and enjoying the game and playing it the right way and making our community proud like it's always been of our boys basketball program.
Obviously for you, it's a new challenge, like you said, but what do you feel like are some things that maybe you have to kind of change and adjust to?
Sure. Oh, there's always stuff. I mean, we can learn new things every year, but I think one of the things I have to do is learn our players, as I mentioned before, and get to know them, reacclimate myself to the boys game on the boys side, knowing who our opponents are and knowing their style of play and their players. That's going to take some time. But I think for me personally, it's just continuing to work on myself as a coach and continuing to improve and continue to build relationships and to let those guys know we care about them, because that's the number one thing is building relationships with our players. I think, a lot of people talk about winning all the time, but we're going to try to take an approach of we're going to build relationships first and allow the winning to come as a byproduct of investing in our players. And I think that's going to be a tremendous, advantage for us down the road.
I know obviously you said, you're getting a little bit of a late start with everything coming so late in the summer and everything, but how much does it help you being in the building and at least knowing some of the boys and having that familiarity?
Right. It's going to help a little bit, I think. I'm familiar with them and I knew of them, but honestly, when you're head coach, your complete focus has been on our girls and honestly, saw the boys play a few times last year, but I don't know if this is good or bad, but my focus was on our girls. So I still have a lot to learn about our guys and to learn about them, but it definitely will help to be able to see them every day and to communicate with them and let them know, hey, I'm here for you. And I'll try to make it the best experience for basketball for them that they possibly could have.
Obviously the ACAC, very good conference for both boys and girls basketball, but what are kind of your expectations? I know obviously you don't want to put a number on things or say we're going to win the conference my first year, but what are your expectations for this team as you get ready?
I think we have a group of competitive guys that wants to be successful. We always want to try to challenge for championships if that's possible. We're always going to try to shoot for that. That's a goal, but I think we just want to be playing our best basketball when we get to the tournament. That's really a goal that I've had as a coach every year is we want to make improvements every day. And every time we step on the floor, our goal is to try to improve. And so hopefully just playing the best basketball we can by the end of the year, and wherever that takes us, we'll let the chips fall where they may in terms of wins and losses.
What's kind of the next few steps for you here? Obviously, with August just a week or week and a half away, and the school year really coming up right on us quick.
Right. Well, I'm basically going to have 4 or 5 days with the guys. We're not going to be together much at all. Have an opportunity to work on some skill work, see them play a little bit, and then honestly get ready. Allow them to get ready for fall sports and get ready for school. I'm looking forward to seeing our guys compete in football and tennis and cross country and all the sports that they're involved in the fall. And then the guys who happen to not be in a fall sport, we'll work with them and individual skill work in the fall. But I'm looking forward to watching our guys compete and getting to know them and in other aspects other than basketball. Basketball is important, obviously, but we want them to be involved in as many things as they can be at Bluffton. When you're a smaller school, we want to support each other and help each other's programs. And I think that's going to be really important. So that's the one thing I'm kind of looking forward to.
What kind of style of play are you hoping, to play here with the boys?
Well, again, I'm not exactly sure. Honestly, I need to see what we're working with. I like to play a little bit faster. I would love to be able to do that, but you also have to have the right personnel to be able to do that. Do we have that? I don't know yet. So I think that's going to be a work in progress. I'm not sure I'm even going to know that till the season comes, just because of such a late start. But I think we have some athleticism. I think we have some quickness. I think we have some guys with some experience. But there's always going to be some things where, we lost some real good players last year. Losing Tanner Cooley and losing Connor Norman are two huge pieces to that team, and some other seniors who are really important to that team. So leadership's going to be big, and based on what I saw today, I really am encouraged by seeing what I saw in our workout today.
Yeah, how excited are you to kind of get and meet up with the boys? And obviously, like you said, you had one today, but you got a few more before the school year starts.
Right. Oh, it's super excited. I mean, my main thing is I told them from meeting with them first thing this morning is, I want to get to know you. I don't know you guys, and you don't know me very well. And so our goal is to just try to get to know each other and just, again, invest in each other and try to learn what each other's about. And I think when those relationships are there, I think that's huge. I think people really underestimate how important that really is. And that's going to be a goal of ours as a coaching staff, is to just really invest in our players and let them know how much we care, and invest in our entire program all the way down through kindergarten. Those kids need to know that, you're part of Bluffton basketball. We care about you. We want you to be part of our program, and we want to try to continue to build a strong feeder system just like we did with the girls program.